thing is still shining when he goes up, I will be so lost. It's still there. I still see it. But it doesn't make sense though. Oh. That's good. Spinning the pole a little bit. There's nothing that would cause that. That is what like I said, if he goes up and it's still there, a little bit because he kind of turned away from us. I mean, I agree with you that a reflection seems like a possibility. You know what, Colin? Tell him to turn the camera straight before he goes up. Tell him to turn it back towards the field. Okay, now turn it back towards the field. What's happening? Go. That doesn't make sense though because it's going down and then up. Well, that's true, but... Okay, we don't, you gotta turn it a little bit because we don't see the light right now anyway. So turn it until we see the light. Keep going. Okay, go back. Right there. Okay, now go put your hand up and block the lens from us. I still see it. You know what? I think it does, but it's right in front. It's in the lens ring. Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably both lenses. Down. Yep. Pirate go. All right. Okay. Don't jump anymore. Yeah, why don't you? I think it's obvious. Yeah, it's no, we don't get it. Yep. Correct. That's correct. It's only on your monitor. Right on. Okay, let's start this barbecue. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Oceanside Stadium and a really awesome night for football. Tonight, we're looking at the Oceanside Pirates hosting our beloved Mavericks from LCC. Both of these teams evenly matched up coming into the game 3-3. 3-3. Both of them, or one of them, LCC coming off of a win last week, Oceanside coming off of a loss. But this should be a great contest tonight, and I'm going to say it right up front for all to hear. It's freaking cold. Gilberg and I looked at the weather, and it's 65 degrees, but it feels like 35. No? I think it feels like 35, and I made a mistake of wearing shorts. Gilberg is not wearing shorts. She's got one coat on with another one standing by, a knit hat, and we're already drinking the hot chocolate that we normally save for halftime. So we got to ration it so we can make it through the game. Anyway, welcome to Oceanside. Welcome to the Maverick Football Network and the live stream. We hope you guys hang out and enjoy the game tonight with us. We appreciate you joining us and being part of the whole experience. And we want to talk to you about our sponsors for the football season. And that's what we're going to do now. Starting with the sponsors in our Platinum category, DPT, Gaspar Doctors of Physical Therapy. NJB, National Junior Basketball of Encinitas. Moose Maw and C2 Financial Corporation. Schaefer Family Law Group. Vladen Trifunovic, State Farm Insurance, Vlad the agent, longtime sponsor. And Brian Reynolds and 0 Point Loans. These fine folks make up the Platinum category of sponsors. And now I'd like to share with you the other categories of sponsors. In the Gold category, Joshua's Pest Control. In the Green category, Breeze Mill Farm, Longevity Physical Therapy, Sports Clips, and City Ballet of San Diego. In the Blue category, we have Beam Orthodontics, Jeffrey Schaefer DDS, Bicor, Darcy Capital, Dick's Sporting Goods, EOS, Flippin' Pizza, Fredericks Electric, Jersey Mike's, Jody Gunderson and Earl Curtis, Malloy's Fine Jewelry, Ping, Randy Jolson College Consulting, Seaside Wealth Management, and Yummy Cupcakes. Thank you so much to our sponsors. We're so appreciative of you. Could not do this without you. Thank you for standing behind the team and supporting us throughout the season. And for those of you listening right now that are thinking, hey, I'd like to be a sponsor, that sounds like it's really cool. Well, you can find out about that by going to the LCCfootball.com website, clicking on the Our Sponsors tab, and right there under that tab you'll find all the information you need to become a sponsor or even visit our current sponsors and see what they're all about. So like I said, if you're interested in that, go to LCCfootball.com, click on the Our Sponsors tab, and you'll have everything you need to become a sponsor yourself. So thanks again to our sponsors. Very grateful for all that you do for us. As the teams are out on the center of the field for the coin toss, like I said at the beginning, both teams are coming into this contest matched up at 3 wins and 3 losses. Oceanside coming off of a loss against Mission Hills last week, 31-13. And LCC coming off of a win against El Camino, 28-17. And it looks like Oceanside won the toss, and they're going to receive the ball. It's typical that teams would win the toss and defer, but that is not what took place this time around. Or at least I don't think it was. Hopefully I'm not calling that wrong. If you were paying attention and you know, then you know what's going on. So anyway, getting into the contest, we've got some great football ahead of us tonight. Hopefully the guys aren't as cold as we are, because it's cold. A couple of stats to consider. Leading the team in passing is Kyle McCormick. He's 41 of 73 for 314 yards, 2 TDs and 0 interceptions. Our rushing leader is Reynolds. Christian Reynolds, 484, 69 carries, 2 TDs. Our receiving leader is Ryan Leung, 146 yards on 9 catches and 3 touchdowns. And our defensive leader, Skylar Briggs with a total of 52 tackles and 10 sacks. So we got some solid stats leaders on the team, and they're gonna bring their A game here to Oceanside and hope that they can come away with that extra win and get out of that 3-3 scenario and into the 4-3 scenario. We are going to step aside for the national anthem, and we're super glad that you've joined us here on the Maverick Football Network. We hope you enjoy the stream. And we'll be back shortly after the national anthem as the color guard marches to the center of the field. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Are you ready for some football here in Oceanside, California? Well, here it comes. Oceanside Pirates hosting the La Costa Canyon Mavericks on a chilly night for football, and we're glad you're here to enjoy it with us. So Oceanside will receive the opening kickoff. And that's how the game is going to start. I'd like to thank my crew. Tonight we're a little bit slimmer than normal. We got Gilberg on the visuals up here on the high press box angle, the one that you watch, and on that beautiful end zone angle that you don't ever get to see, but it's very important and awesome, is Coco. Bubba is somewhere else tonight, and we're missing him, but we're trying to get it done without him. So thanks to the crew for making it happen. So, in case you were here for the stream last time, my eyes haven't gotten any better, so I'll do my best to try and let you know what's going on as far as who's doing what. And it's hard for me to see the numbers, so I'm just warning that now. Bobby Major is going to be taking care of the kicking duties for LCC, and I cannot see the numbers of the guys that are back deep for Oceanside, but hopefully I'll figure it out before long. And here we go. Fielded at the 9-yard line. Got some space. Finally brought down at the 37, so nearly a 30-yard return on that one. And I'm going to give that one the credit to, of course, there's a number, it's number 21, but he is not on the roster that I have. So there you go. Sorry, I'm off the mark already. Can't even tell you who did that return, but nearly a 30-yard return. Brought down by a couple of Mavericks, as is usually the case with the special teams. Max Mullen in at quarterback for the Oceanside Pirates in the shotgun. He's got twin receivers on both sides. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass right out of the gate. Throwing long to the right-hand side and caught all the way up on the 28-yard line. Number 12, Joseph Solas on the reception. Tackled by John Rastusha. And Oceanside coming out gangbusters right out of the gate with a huge, let's see, how far was that? That was from the 27 to the 25, so that's a long way. Snap, handed off to number 9, who's met right at the line of scrimmage by about 6 or 7 Mavericks. Jason Maggio on the carry. No gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 on the LCC 25. So Oceanside not wasting any time, coming right out of the gate gangbusters. The long reception. That was like a 40-some yard catch and run. Trips to the left, one on the right. Back to pass, throwing to the right again, nobody home. Throwing to the photographer in the end zone. And he wanted anything to do with that ball. So some kind of miscommunication there. It looked like the receiver on that side of the field stopped way short of going into the corner of the end zone. But showing that Oceanside has no intention of slowing down. As they're looking at 3rd and 10 from the 25. Mullins still in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass again. Pressure, dumps a little screen pass over the top. Number 9 on the reception, Jason Maggio, and he's brought down up on the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. So a gain of about 7. That'll bring up 4th and a short 2. And it does look like Oceanside's going to go for it. Why not? They're already in the red zone. Barely 2 minutes or barely a minute and a half ticked off the clock so far. Speaking of clock, maybe I should show you the clock. Apologize for that. Jeez. Losing my mind. Now you know what's going on with the clock and the score if there was one. Takes a snap, keeps it himself, runs. Looked like he got enough for the first down all the way up to the 14-yard line. So the quarterback keeper is enough for the first down. So Oceanside looking ready to strike already, and the game's barely 2 minutes old. Twins to the left and right, and the receiver department man in motion. Hands off to the man in motion, number 12. He gets about 3 yards before he's stopped and pushed back. Joseph Solis on the carry. William Pugmire in on the tackle along with a few other Mavericks, I'm pretty sure. Did not look like a solo effort at that point. .9:25 left in the first quarter, and Oceanside within striking distance already. And I don't care if it is 65 degrees, it's chilly, in my humble opinion. My humble, grew up in Michigan, thinned my blood out in California opinion. Back to pass, throwing to the right. Number 4 on the catch at the 12-yard line. He gets all the way up to the 3 before he's brought down. On the tackle for LCC, Connor Bukes and Grung. And that's Tanner Halland on the reception. So, Oceanside looking at a 1st and goal from the 3. Wow. Solo wide receivers to either side. One man in the backfield, hands it off. Number 9 scooting and juking. All the way down, looks to the 1-yard line. And that's Maggio again, Jason Maggio. Will Pugmire in on the stop again. So 2nd and goal now from the 2. Make no mistake, Oceanside's here to make some noise. Decent sized crowds. A lot of pink on the Oceanside side. For October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Handoff and met in the backfield and just slammed down. Number 2 on Oceanside on the carrier. Tyler Sudak, Skylar Briggs on that huge hit. Backing him up 7 yards all the way to the 9. So still third, so sorry, it's 8-yard line. Still 3rd and goal, but quite a few yards back from where they were before. So not an easy walk in like it was on the 2. And stopping the clock here. I'm not sure if this is an official timeout. It looks like it is. Okay, and it's because Skylar Briggs lost his helmet on that previous play. He ran out and ran right back in. And the rule is that he has to spend 1 play off the field. After you lose your helmet, you have to spend 1 play off the field. And so he could not come back yet. Takes a snap, back to pass, throwing across the middle, and there it is. Number 4 on the touchdown reception, Tanner Halland, and Oceanside draws first blood. So Oceanside not being bashful about this one. The Pirates strike first. And extra point is up and good. Oceanside with the first numbers on the board. Taking the lead 7-0 with 7:16 left in the first quarter. You are watching the Maverick Football Network. Georgie Nua in to kick off for Oceanside. James Theodore and C.J. Williams deep for LCC. Kick is up and it's deep, fielded at about the 8-yard line by James Theodore. He's looking for somewhere to go. Almost had something, but solid open field tackle at the 22. Tackled by number 2, Tyler Sudak. Solid open field tackle right there. So LCC will start 1st and 10 from their own 22. 7:09 left in the first quarter. Now we've throughout the season have seen multiple quarterbacks from LCC. So you never know who we're going to see first or last or in the middle. They cycle through several of them. So we'll see what's going on. Looks like it's Kyle McCormick getting the first series, and he hands it off to Christian Reynolds for a loss of about 1. He is met by several Pirates right there at the line of scrimmage, or before it actually. So that'll bring up 2nd and 11. Snap, fakes the handoff, throws off to his right-hand side, got a man open. who's got some room to run. He's tackled forward all the way up to about the, looks like the 38-yard line, and that's going to be a first down. Ryan Long on the reception all the way up to the 36-yard line, and that'll give a fresh 4 for LCC. Single wide receiver on either side, one man in the backfield with, it looks like maybe Anna Cherico is in now. Like I said, we have this rotating quarterback thing going on right now. And Anna Cherico in, unfortunately, a false start penalty against LCC is going to back them up and make it 1st and 15. Still Anna Cherico in at quarterback on this particular play. And I'll try to keep track of that. It does change on a fairly regular basis. Twin receivers on either side. One man in the backfield with Anna Cherico. Man in motion. Takes a snap, throws to his left to the motion man, who drops the ball, unfortunately. Incomplete pass. Was a slightly forward pass, so that's all it takes. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 15. That pass was intended for Nick Schwarte. Was not able to hang on to it. There was a lot of action in that area when the ball arrived. Shotgun snap, handed off to Christian Reynolds, bouncing off the line and finding some space all the way up to the 40-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds. That's so far away from me I couldn't tell you who took him down. Maybe it was 45, Matthew Gonzalez on the tackle. So gain of about 10 or 9 brings up 3rd and 6. Excuse me, 3rd and 6 from the 40. Bringing up that important 3rd down conversion with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. LCC wanting to continue this drive. Twins on the right, a lone receiver on the left. 2 men in the backfield, man in motion. Back to pass, looking to his left. He's got Nick Schwarte, who's not hanging on to the ball tonight for some reason. I will say that pass was a little bit low. He had to come back and bend over to pick that one and was not able to haul it in. So that's going to bring up 4th and 6, and that's going to bring in the punt team for LCC. John Restuccia into punt. The snap's up already. It's very low, but Restuccia ends up handling it. And he's got a great punt, takes a great bounce, touched the receiver, and is recovered by LCC, but there's no sign. It is LCC's ball, recovered on the 4-yard line, and what a break for La Costa Canyon. The Mavericks with incredible field position and a 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. So the receiver, the punt receiver, let the ball bounce off of him, and I'm seeing maybe that's I'm seeing 42, and I don't have a 42 on my roster. So I don't know, and he probably would rather I didn't call him out because that was a bad mistake. And as a result, LCC now looking at a 1st and goal from the 4. And we have timeout Oceanside. So Oceanside striking first and very early in the game. So they're up 7-0, but then a horrible mistake on the punt from LCC. The receiver on Oceanside let the ball hit him and then fly loose, and it was recovered by LCC on the 4-yard line, and that's where they're taking over 1st and goal now. So LCC with a great opportunity here to even up the score in the first quarter with 4:31 left, and you are watching the Maverick Football Network. See what quarterback we're looking at. I'm going to say it's Anicherico. Takes the snap, keeps it himself, or was thinking about handing it off maybe, but did not. Looks like a loss of about a yard back to the 5. So 2nd and goal from the 5. Maybe it was not Anicherico, and it was Parks Odenweller that was in at quarterback that last time. The shuffling quarterbacks continue now with Kyle McCormick in. And he's got a bazillion guys in his backfield and one wide receiver to either side. Takes the snap, hands it off. Bouncing off the line is, looked like Tackett. Nope, Christian Reynolds bouncing off the line and in for the touchdown for LCC. And that brings the lead down to only 1. As LCC, no, what's going on? Looked like a penalty against LCC. A legal block in the back, so that's going to bring that back and add some distance to the goal line. So a mistake LCC would rather have not made. The Mavericks backed all the way up to their 12-yard line, or excuse me, the Pirates' 12-yard line now. Instead of that 1st and goal from the 4, they're now 2nd and goal from the 17. So big difference. Big difference from where they were before. And it's Kyle McCormick in at quarterback at the moment. He's got 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hands it off to Christian Reynolds, who's trying to find somewhere to go up the middle. Maybe got a yard or 2. So he's going to get up to the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 15. So the Mavericks looking to convert this into a score, and they're struggling. Anicherico now in at quarterback. One wide receiver to either side. Christian Reynolds in the backfield, man in motion. Hands off to the man in motion. It's a reverse. Almost sniffed out by the Pirates. Yes, sniffed out by the Pirates. And tackled in the backfield for a loss of yet another 7 or 8 yards. Desi Lewis on the reverse. He was the one that ended up with the ball and ended up getting tackled for a loss of 8. And that's going to bring on the field goal unit. And the Mavericks are going to attempt to put some points on the board. Not able to capitalize for a touchdown on that incredible field position on the muffed punt. But Major in for the field goal. It's up and looks just, nope, no good. I couldn't tell if it was short or wide, but the bottom line is it was no good, but maybe there's a flag on the field. I'm seeing referees talking to each other, though I don't see any laundry. So we'll wait to see what the White Hat says on this one. As they discuss it, see if this is going to get LCC a little bit closer. White Hat discussing it with the Oceanside head coach. Usually not a good sign for who the penalty is against, but it does look like it's against the Pirates as they walk it off. Still discussing maybe how far to walk. Minute 50 left in the first quarter. Personal foul against the Pirates. So that's going to be a big penalty. Is it a full 15 yards from the line of scrimmage or point of the foul or whatever it was? They're walking it off. And that's going to be, in theory, an automatic first down as well. No? All the way up to the 11-yard line. And I'm not seeing the down marker change. I am finally seeing the laundry on the field, though. So LCC leaving their field goal team on the field, and it does appear to still be 4th down. Not sure how that happens, but I'm sure it's some reason that I don't get because I'm not that deep into football. But Bobby Maggiore in for the field goal attempt. LCC wanting to get some points on the board for that, taking advantage of it, and that one's good. So LCC able to add to the score and not make it a goose egg at least. So a great opportunity for LCC to capitalize on that awesome field position on the muffed punt that left them with 1st and goal from the 4. They were not able to make it happen because of a combination of penalties and craziness and being sacked and stuff not working out, like the reverse didn't work out. And they end up putting a field goal on the board. So something better than nothing. So with 1:49 left in the first quarter of play, we're looking at a 7-3 game between the Oceanside Pirates and the LCC Mavericks. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Bobby Major in for the kickoff. And I can't tell you who's deep. Maybe I will. And this is a onside kick that looks like it went 10 yards and is recovered by LCC. The kicker recovered his own kick, and it is LCC ball on the Oceanside 49-yard line. So the onside kick works for the Mavericks, and they get field position, or they get possession of the ball again. So Oceanside struck first, had the first possession, and ever since then it's been LCC ball no matter what they do. Punt it away, field goal, kick it off, and they just keep ending up with the ball. Anna Chirico in, hands it out. Nope, does not hand it off, keeps it himself. It's Odenweller, who's been doing this all season long. He takes about three Pirates with him and doesn't go down until the 21-yard line. So Parks Odenweller on another long run. So let's see, that's about 27-yard run for Odenweller. And like I said, he's been doing that all season long. Kyle McCormick in at quarterback now. Twins to the left, one to the right, one man in the backfield with McCormick. Man in motion, he flips it to the man in motion, C.J. Williams, whose cleats do not grab the grass, and as a result, he goes down all by himself, didn't even need to be tackled. Got to sharpen up the spikes a little bit on that one. I'm sure C.J.'s got the speed, Williams has got the speed, he just didn't have the traction on that one. He was ready to cut up field, and his cleats didn't go with him. Anna Chirico in at quarterback now. Or is it Odenweller? Flipped up again to the runner in motion. Looks like I'm looking to see who that was carrying the ball, and I don't know who it was. But a gain of about something, but it's 3rd and 13 for the Mavericks. To be honest, I kind of lost track of where the field position was. So this is Anna Chirico, and looks like it's going to be end of the first quarter. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out whose timeout it was, and it's the end of the quarter. So LCC finally putting some points on the board, but not enough, as the Pirates still lead the game 7-3. You're listening to the Maverick Football Network. enjoying the hot cocoa even before halftime, courtesy of Gilberg, on this chilly night for football, as the Mavericks are looking at 3rd and 13 from the Pirates' 25. Back to pass. Anicherico finds a man open who gets the ball but gets rocked right afterwards. Trying to see who that was that caught the ball. Looked like number 11. No, number 1. So Jacob Eakin. So 4th down again for the Mavericks, 4th and 9 from the 20. Bobby Major in to attempt a 39-yard field goal. Nick Schwarde with the hold. Kick is up. Looks like it's got plenty of distance. Hits the goalpost and no good. I've always been amazed by that. That's such a small thing. That upright of the goalpost is such a small thing. But you see more kickers hit the goalpost than going through it, which is a much bigger space if you think about it. But no offense to Bobby Major, I couldn't kick that ball 3 feet. So awesome attempt, plenty of leg, just a little bit off to the right, and manages to hit the smallest thing on the field. So no good on the field goal attempt, so that'll be a turnover on downs. Oceanside taking over 1st and 10 from their own 20. Twins to the left and right, one man in the backfield. Quarterback is Max Mullen. Takes the snap, hands it off. Number 24 blasts through the line and gets all the way up to the 35-yard line. And that's Georgie Nua. And that's a 15-yard gain for Nua. And a fresh set of downs from the 35. In the second quarter of play here, glad you could join us on the stream. My name is Steve Scoville. On the visuals tonight is Gilberg, and Coco's in the end zone. Bubba's not here with us tonight. We miss him, but we're trying to take care of business without him. Max Mullen under pressure. Finds somewhere to go, but not very far. Probably a gain of about 1. Finally brought down by, looks like Pugmire was in on that one, but there was somebody else. Maybe either John McMahon or Cooper Durfee, I'm going to say. Cooper Durfee in on the stop. Gain of 2, so it's 2nd and 8 for the Pirates from their own 37-yard line. Trips to the left. A sole wide receiver to the right. One man in the backfield with Max Mullen. Takes the snap, back to pass, pressure. Cannot, and he's finally taken down. And the ball's fumbled and recovered by, man, there was a whole lot of stuff going on there. Looked like Pugmire was in on the sack and the forced fumble. Nearly recovered by LCC, but recovered instead by Oceanside. Georgie Nua on the recovery. Loss of 6 yards now, 3rd and 14 from the 31 for the Pirates. There was a lot of pressure, a lot of people in the box there with Max Mullen a minute ago, and I'm amazed that he got out of that. He did eventually get sacked, but he actually found some space in the middle of that crowd. Back to pass again, pressure. Throwing over to the right-hand side, can't bring it in, is Georgie Nua. No, that's number 42, who is not on my roster. So that's going to bring up 4th and 14, incomplete pass. Oceanside's punt team coming on the field. Jacob Eakin and it looks like Christian Reynolds back deep for the Mavericks. High snap, Georgie Nua. It's blocked. It's recovered by LCC. He's still on his feet. finally brought down at the 9-yard line, out of bounds, but that's a blocked punt and recovery by LCC. Special teams doing work today for the Mavericks. Excellent field position on the Oceanside 10, and that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for LCC. Not at all what Oceanside intended to do with that punt, I'm sure. But Georgie Nua taking care of a lot of rolls today. And that snap was just a bit high for him to take control of. And as a result, pressure came and pressure won. LCC looking at 1st and goal from the 10. And we're thinking this is Anicherico. Maybe McCormick. Nope, it's McCormick. Handoff. Wide open, running into the end zone. Christian Reynolds, untouched, touchdown, LCC. So LCC able to get back that first touchdown. And take the lead. In to attempt the extra point is Bobby Major. Nick Schwarty on the hold. And the breeze is picking up and it's getting even colder. I think there may be a wind chill involved. The kick is up and it is good. And LCC takes the lead 10-7 after a blocked punt and recovery by the Mavericks. And we're looking at a 10-7 lead now for the LCC Mavericks in the second quarter play with 8:39 left. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. So once again, LCC taking advantage of a blocked punt down inside the red zone, recovering on the 10, and eventually punching it in for the score. Christian Reynolds untouched into the end zone. Now gives us the 10-7 lead for the Mavericks. In to kick, Bobby Major. The kick is up. It's going to be right on the 1-yard line and bounce into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Pirates will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. So the Mavericks refusing to go home. They're going to answer every point that's put on the board, or at least it appears that way. As Oceanside starts with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trips to the left, a sole receiver to the right, one man in the backfield with Max Mullen, the quarterback, takes the snap, throws immediately to his left, into the flats to number 12, who's tackled finally at the 27-yard line. Gain of about 7. Joseph Solis on the reception. John Restuccia taking him down there on the 27. So 2nd and 3 for the Pirates from their own 27. Twins to either side, one man in the backfield with Mullen. Takes the shotgun snap, throws again immediately to the left. 22 on the reception, taken out of bounds by John Restuccia again. Donald Vivian III on the reception. Enough for a first down, move the chains all the way up to the Oceanside 32. So a fresh set of 4 for the Pirates. Twins again to the both sides. Mullen takes the snap, hands it off this time, and up the middle is Georgie Nua, maybe a gain of about 1. then he's met by Will Pugmire, and Ryan Norbon was in on that one. Second and 8 now for the Pirates from their own 34-yard line. Trips to the right. A lone man to the left. One man in the backfield. Max Mullen, the quarterback. Shotgun, takes the snap. Throws immediately to his right. It's caught. Looking for somewhere to go is number 12, and a flag flies. Joseph Solis on the reception. Brought down by a bunch of Mavericks on the far side there, but we need to find out what happened with the flag. Holding call on the Pirates. That'll back them up. So they'll lose those yards just recently gained and then some. 7:09 left to play in the first half of football on a chilly night in Oceanside, home of the Pirates. Yep, it is a holding call, 10-yard penalty. Nope, 5-yard penalty. Nope, 10-yard. 5. Second and 20 for the Pirates from their own 23. So definitely not doing as well as they were. Mullen in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass. Pressure was coming, but he finds a man open in the middle, number 12, who's immediately brought down, but not before the first down. Jacob Eakin on the stop. Joseph Solis on the reception. So about a 23-yard reception on that pass. First and 10 now from the 46 for the Pirates. So from not doing so great to doing really good, almost across the midfield line are the Pirates. Trips to the left, Soul to the right. One man in the backfield with Mullen, takes the snap, back to pass. Pressure, more pressure, but he's trying to find a way out, and he finally gets brought down. Probably gained a yard or so. Trying to see who that was. 82 on the tackle. Ben Mallory on the stop. So a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 now for the Pirates. Good amount of pressure on Max Mullen that time, but he was able to get away at least a little bit. You can hear the drum line, I'm sure, for the Pirates here on the home stands. Like I said, pretty good crowd for both teams tonight. Mullen back to pass, pressure again. Laying down on the ground to bring it in is number 12, Joseph Solis. And that's another first down, all the way up to the 34-yard line of the Mavericks, 35-yard line of the Mavericks. So another solid catch and gain for the Pirates as they're across the midfield line and threatening. Solis having to actually lay down to pull that one in. Snap, handoff. Georgie Nua on the run all the way up to the 31, and a flag is flying. Another hold potentially. It came from the backfield. That's what I'm going to guess. Personal foul against the Pirates, and they're getting frustrated with themselves at this point. So that's going to back them up and take away all of that gain. I mean, there wasn't that much gain on that run, but this is going to definitely add insult to injury. I don't know if they're going to walk it off from the original line of scrimmage or from the spot. The spot was on the 31. So it does look like they're walking it back. So I guess walking it back from the spot. Brings up first and about 25 or 23. No, it's 21. First and 21 for the Pirates. Sorry, second and 21. So penalties definitely an issue tonight for both teams, but it looks like Oceanside's racking up a few more now than LCC. As Mullen takes the shotgun snap, he's back to pass. Pressure, gets away, but he's tackled, brought down behind the line of scrimmage. William Pugmire in there again, making a mess of things in the backfield. So good pressure coming from LCC's defense, and that's going to back up Oceanside yet another couple of yards, bring it up 3rd and 23. 3rd and 23 for the Pirates. So LCC bringing the pressure on defense. Not making it easy for Oceanside to march across the field. Not like they did in that first series. Twin receivers, nope. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Nothing but receivers to choose from for Mullen. Lone man in the backfield. Flag on the play. Pass to number 2 is complete. Not enough for the first down, but a decent gain. But let's find out what that flag's all about. It was on the sideline, the near sideline here. So it was Tyler Sudak on the reception. False start on the Pirates. So that'll back him up yet again. But it'll be a repeat of 3rd down. It's just 3rd down and more yardage at this point. So it's asking LCC if they want to decline the penalty. I'm assuming is what the conversation is over there. And looks like they're going to walk it back. So LCC going to let them have another third, a replay of 3rd down, but it's going to be from farther back. So now the Pirates are looking at 3rd and holy mackerel from their own 43-yard line. Nope, walking it back again. From their own 47-yard line. So they're back across the midfield line. Clock is still ticking. Seems like with the penalty it should have stopped, but what do I know? I'm not a referee. So 3rd and holy mackerel from the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. Pirates' own 48-yard line. Nothing but wide receivers to choose from. One man in the backfield. Mullen takes a snap. It's a bad snap. He manages to get a hold of it, throws it, finds a man open, number 2, but he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the O-side coach is jumping up and down and screaming as the Pirates are doing, I don't know what they were doing to Skylar Briggs, who was on the ground here back on the 40. And I'm looking to see if there's laundry, and I don't see any, but there is. Okay. John Restucia was the only Maverick standing around with a bunch of Pirates. And it looks like the punt team is coming on. I'm not sure what was going on with that, but that was kind of a crazy whatever that was. So it looks like a gain of 2 on that last play. Still looking at 4th and holy mackerel, so the Pirates are into punt. Georgie Nua into punt. Looks like I'm going to say Jacob Eakin and Christian Reynolds back deep for LCC. The referee standing right in the middle of things, so we got stop the clock, timeout, Pirates. So a crazy kind of collection of events there. Not sure what exactly happened, but I would say the game is getting a little bit on the chippy side with 2:46 left in the first half of play. And Oceanside, I think, getting frustrated with penalties and sacks and block punts and all sorts of crazy stuff. So neither team is planning on laying down at this point. This has been a great contest so far. But we're still looking at a 10-7 lead for LCC with 2:46 left in the second quarter. You are watching the Maverick Football Network as we're in a timeout for Oceanside.
The Pirates would also like to thank the following banner sponsors, courtesy of Game Day Media: Direct Carpet Unlimited, JD Law Personal Injury and Criminal Defense, Altitude Trampoline Park, Harbor Fish and Chips, DM Building,
Georgie Nua into punt for the Pirates, and it looks like just Christian Reynolds. No, just Jacob Eakin is back deep. There are not two receivers back for the punt. Snap is way high again. Gets the kick off this time. It's a kind of a short kick, and it's muffed again, but landed on by the Pirates this time. I think they're probably going to spot it around the 31 or 32 yard line. Just not seeing what they want to see on special teams for the Pirates. There's very specific rules on punts, and that's not what's happening. Oceanside is grabbing the ball to down it and then losing it and then grabbing it again. And yeah, it's definitely some struggles on special teams for the Pirates. And we're seeing the Pirates getting frustrated with each other, I think. So LCC, 1st and 10 from the 33. And Anicherico in. It's a fake pass to a handoff. Christian Reynolds on the run all the way up to the 50-yard line. That's enough for a first down. That was a great fake. Anicherico took the handoff and put his right arm up like he was throwing the ball and dropped his left arm down as he handed it off to Christian Reynolds. That was an excellent play. Mavericks now going no huddle. And it's McCormick in now. Same thing. That crazy fake with the right hand, handing off with the left. That's a gain of about 2 by Christian Reynolds all the way up to the 48-yard line, 47-yard line. Again, no huddle for the Mavericks. Takes a shotgun snap is Kyle McCormick. Rolling to the right, looking right. Throws it and almost picked off. Intended receiver was number 47, Jake Fromm. Number 18, Kalani Pickett on the coverage. Almost picked off. Pickett almost picked it. But it's an incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd and 7 from the 47 of the Pirates. 1:58 left in the first half of football. Anicherico in at quarterback now. In the shotgun, man in motion. Anicherico takes a snap, back to pass, pressure. Batted down at the line of scrimmage by number 40. It's that 42 maybe 43, Ezekiel Alviso on the bat down. So that's another incomplete pass. Brings up 4th and 7 now as LCC's punt team comes on. John Restucia taking care of the punting responsibilities. Georgie Nua back deep for the Pirates. Punt is up. It's a solid punt. Fielded at the 13-yard line, and finding a little bit of space to run is Georgie Nua. Brought down by a bunch of Mavericks all the way up at the 25-yard line. Maybe the 26th. Well, I might have called, maybe I called the runner wrong. It looked to me like Georgie Nua, but maybe it was Ezekiel Avizo, or I heard Donald Vivian the third. So not 100% sure on that one. But the bottom line is Oceanside with the ball. 1st and 10 from the 26. Rolling to the left and tackled as he threw it. That's an incomplete pass. Max Mullen feeling the pressure from William Pugmire, forcing him to throw the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now. for the Pirates. LCC's pass defense has been solid tonight. Lots of backfield pressure, lots of pass rush. With 1:38 left in the second quarter, LCC still hanging on to that slimmest of margins, 10-7. Would love to take that to the locker room, I'm sure. As Max Mullen is looking at trips to the left, a sole receiver to the right, and a lone man in the backfield with him. Takes the shotgun snap, back to pass, quickly throws over the middle. It's not caught. Dropped by number 22, Donald Vivian the third. Incomplete pass is going to bring up 3rd and 10. I'm giving the coverage credit to Joshua Waters, maybe. Joshua Waters, or maybe it's Henry Sanchez. One of the linemen got involved there somehow. At least that's what I thought I saw. Maybe you saw something different, and if you did, I apologize. Or I'm happy for you. Twin receivers to either side, a lone man in the backfield with Mullen. Takes the low snap, pressure, throws it over the top to Georgie Nua, who gets in about 4 yard, maybe a 8-yard gain. When they're way over there on the other side of the field, it's difficult for me to see who is doing anything for LCC. The numbers are very difficult for me to read. So it looks like somebody got a timeout. Not sure who it was. Sorry, I wasn't looking up. I was trying to figure out who was responsible for the tackle. So 1:22 left in the first half of play. LCC leading 10-7. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. So Oceanside with the ball, looking at 4th and 2 with 1:22 left on the clock. They did not have the punt team on the field before, and they do not now. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th. Mullen with a whole host of receivers and nobody in the backfield. Going for it on 4th and 2. Takes the snap and punts it. Okay, so Mullen's a punter now too. It's a short, high punt. Looks like it went out of bounds. Going to see where they're going to spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it at the LCC 45-yard line, and that's where the Mavericks will take over, 1st and 10. So there you go. Max Mullen's a punter too. Who'd have known? Who'd have thunk it? So a lot of multi-talented guys here on the Pirates squad. Georgie Nua handling multiple responsibilities. Now we're seeing that Max Mullen is not only a quarterback but a punter. What else are we going to see tonight? You never know. LCC's got the rotating quarterbacks, and the Pirates have guys that just do everything. Going to say it's Anna Cherico, but it could be McCormick. That's McCormick throwing across the middle. Jacob Eakin couldn't get a handle on it. Number 21 on the coverage, and I don't have a 21 on my roster. But it's an incomplete pass nonetheless. 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks as Anna Cherico now comes in at quarterback. 1:13 left. Man in motion. Shotgun snap, back to pass. Throwing to the right, good pressure. And caught C.J. Williams at the 35-yard line of the Pirates with the catch. About a 23-yard, maybe an 18 to 20-yard reception for C.J. Williams. Mavericks going with the no huddle. Clock is still running. less than a minute left in the first half of play. And Jericho in at quarterback. Takes the snap, back to pass, looking left, looking middle, looking left. Pressure's coming. Flag on the play, throwing deep. Caught in the end zone. Did he get in bounds? Touchdown, Mavericks. But we got to see what this flag is all about. Fantastic pass. Jacob Eakin with all of the composure you need to keep your feet in bounds in the end zone. But the penalty is, in fact, against the Mavericks, so that's coming back. Waiting to see the white hat. See what his reaction is. Well, I missed it. Well, LCC looking at 1st and 25 from the 50-yard line, so that must have been a personal foul of some kind. And Jericho takes the snap, finds a man open on the left-hand side, and he's got room to run all the way up to the original line of scrimmage and then a couple of yards. Bringing up 2nd and 8. Christian Reynolds on the reception. Going with the no huddle again as the Mavericks. And Jericho takes the snap. Looking left, faking left. Pressure, running himself back up to the original line of scrimmage. Bringing up 3rd and 10. Depending on where they spot it. Looks like a timeout called. So looks like 3rd and 10 from the Pirate 35 with 21 seconds left on the clock. LCC's hanging on to that slim 3-point margin. They'd love to build on that lead, I'm sure, but they'll also take that one happily into the locker room for the halftime speech. Always good to go into the locker room with a lead, but the bigger the lead, the better. Whatever's going on in the halftime, we'll bring it to you. I'm sure, I would like to think the Oceanside band will be out on the field. Actually, I see a bunch of people off to the end zone, so there might be some kind of maybe a Pop Warner parade or something tonight. So if that's the case, we'll bring it to you. In the meantime, the Mavericks have the ball. It's 3rd and 10 from the Pirate 35. Anna Jericho in at quarterback, I believe. Takes the shotgun snap, back to pass. Throws it to his left-hand side. He's got a man open all the way up, and he tries to go in. Does not look like he made it. They're going to say he went out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Clock stops with 15 seconds. And that's going to be 1st and goal for the Mavericks. Christian Reynolds on the reception. And the PA announcer giving the credit to Kyle McCormick. No, they gave the credit to Anna Jericho, and that's who I believe it was. So LCC with a great opportunity here to put some more points on the board before they head into the locker room. Anna Jericho in at quarterback. And we got a flag. And it's going to be false start on the Mavericks. Going to back them up. So they're going to be looking at 1st and goal from the 12 or from the 11. So a little bit farther away, but still well within striking distance. LCC would like nothing more than to put 6 or 7 more points on the board, or even 3. Widen that lead just a little bit. Twins to the left, 1 man to the right, wide receiver, 2 men in the backfield. And Jericho takes the snap, pressure, rolling left, throws across his body, has a man open in the end zone. He catches it. Touchdown, Mavericks. So the Mavericks find a way into the end zone with hardly any time on the clock to widen the lead before going into the locker room for the halftime speech. Did not see who the reception was. I get so excited. I apologize. You guys probably did see it, and I didn't. I count on you guys to see some of this stuff because most of what I'm telling you is already on the screen anyway. So, and the kick is up, and it's good, but this time it was Nevin Zivkovic on the extra point, and it's good. So Mavericks pull away a little bit. Sorry, my bad. I don't even know how to add. It's not 14 to 10. It's 17 to 10. I probably had it wrong the whole time. So there you go. Mavericks pull away. Got a nice solid 10-point lead going into the locker room at halftime, or what likely will be them going into the locker room at halftime. 9 seconds left on the clock, so they will kick the ball off, and Oceanside may squeeze out a play or two, depending on what they got planned. But I'm sure the Mavericks are quite stoked to widen the gap a little bit. Bobby Majora in for the kicking responsibilities again. I will say the Pirates looking a little dejected at this point, understandably. Kick is off. Fielded at the 8 and stopped at the 19. Flag coming in late. Tyler Sudak on the return of about 11 yards, maybe 12. Nope, about 11 yards. And Cooper Durfee on the stop. So watching the white hat. Personal foul against the Pirates.
Personal foul against Oceanside.
So that's going to back them up 15 yards from there. So they're going to be, 15 yards, right? No, 10 yards? Half the distance to the goal. That's what it is. So they're going to go back to their 10-yard line, and that's where they're going to start 1st and 10. So a little bit of discipline issue on the Pirates squad. Looks like they're racking up more penalties than the Mavericks, at least at this point. And it looks like it's going to be a knee, and the clock will run out, and that's going to be halftime. So going into the halftime, LCC with a 10-point lead. The score 17-7. Wow, did I add? I even added the points to the wrong side. I am so sorry. What in the world is going on? You guys all knew that, and there's no way for you to tell me because we turned the chat off because there's some people that don't know how to behave in a chat room. So anyway, bottom line is it's halftime. The Mavericks are holding on to a 17-point lead, a 10-point lead, 17-7. We're going into halftime. We'll be back with the halftime festivities and eventually the third quarter action. We sure thank you for joining the stream. Hope you're enjoying the game. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
The Oceanside Mavericks, 11 and under team, coached by James Prince. The Oceanside Warriors flag football team, coached by Steve Rodriguez. The Oceanside Warriors 10 and under team, coached by Trevor Gagau. The Oceanside Warriors 11 and under team, coached by Marcus Cook.
Alright, what do I need to do to get it?
The Oceanside Warriors 13 and under team, coached by Polo Chavez. Oceanside Lady Junior Boss, coached by Jeanette Yarborough. Oceanside Junior Boss, coached by Jack Nadali. Oceanside Junior Pirates coached by Famua Fanodi. Oceanside Lady Rebel Pirates coached by Trezier Sims.
Oh my goodness.
Oceanside Rebel Pirates coached by Dylan McNeil. Oceanside Lady Running Pirates coached by Jennifer Ibarra.
Well, I'm having surgery on the 10th, so I was kind of assuming that they wouldn't even get
Oceanside Running Pirates coached by Io Natana Vienna. Oceanside Lady Wild Outlaws coached by Monet Cherie Christian.
I'll have my dinner now.
Yes.
Every day.
Oh, nice.
Oceanside Outlaws coached by Edward Ballard. And finally, the Oceanside Wildcats coached by Antoine Grayson.
Oh my goodness.
Once again, fans, let's give it up for all of our youth football programs here in Oceanside.
All the talking.
And again, we hope to see you guys
It actually burnt
as members of the Pirates in the
But that used to
future.
be on radio. I never had that. I think it's because I'm talking louder. I did a lot of college radio and then out of college I did some radio too. A lot of news kind of things and nothing I like. But like, if you like listen to a regular news program, that's all I do. Oh, look at the little one. So what does Michael do on the game? Just tell me you're watching the stream.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Oceanside High School cheer.
Go ahead.
And now, fans, let's give it up for the Oceanside High School dance team.
Why is she way the heck over there?
Give me the light,
line drive.
We don't have a stream to watch tomorrow morning. I don't know where I'm gonna view them.
Pizza bring them in twice.
Saturday morning.
Amari Rodriguez with pizza for a year. Amari, let's see who your best friends are in the next half. Again, Mountain Mike's is the official pizza of Oceanside High School. And you can join Pirate players, parents, and cheerleaders at 2251 El Camino Real at Mountain Mike's to watch KUSI's prep pigskin report.
Have it on a chart.
If you're keeping score this year, that is 2 made field goals. So that's 2 years worth of pizza that Mountain Mike's is giving away. 2 misses. So next week, our final home game, we'll see if we can come out on the plus column.
So, the answer you're really good.
Everybody practice up.
Streaming the game, but watching the Red Sox.
Well, I would not be mad at him.
No, he's probably just like, you live in a multi-state world.
Oh, believe me, that's what Allie does.
No. Crazy.
That's what she does. She's home watching TV with the iPad nearby.
Really?
And that's why I was like, why don't you put the game on the TV and you can kind of enjoy the resolution of it? She's like, no, I want to watch TV on the TV.
What did she watch?
Well, she was watching like old movies. She was watching, what did she say it was? It was like a 70s movie last night. And it was weird. She was talking about it. I can't even remember what it was.
I like those Hitchcock movies, and I like those.
Betty Davis Eyes.
All about you.
Which one?
All about you.
All That Eve. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could remember the name of that. She was watching last week.
Just about ready to start third quarter action, but we want to talk sponsors again because our sponsors are very important to us. So let's first talk about the sponsors in our platinum category. DPT Gaspar, Doctors of Physical Therapy. NJB of Encinitas. Moose Maw and C2 Financial Corporation. Schaefer Family Law Group. Vladen Trifunovic, State Farm Insurance. And rounding out the platinum category, 0 Point Loans and Brian Reynolds. I want to thank those in our platinum category. Now I'd like to tell you about our other categories. In the gold category, Joshua's Pest Control. In the green category, Breeze Mill Farm, Longevity Physical Therapy, Sports Clips, and City Ballet of San Diego. In the blue category, Beam Orthodontics, Jeffrey Schaefer DDS, Bicor, Darcy Capital, Dick's Sporting Goods, EOS, Flippin' Pizza, Frederick's Electric, Jersey Mike's, Jody Gunderson and Earl Curtis. Malloy's Fine Jewelry. Ping. Randy Jolson, College Consulting. Seaside Wealth Management. And rounding out the blue category is Yummy Cupcakes. We'd like to thank our sponsors for standing behind us all season long. We could not do it without you. We're so grateful for you and for your support. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the LCC football program, just go visit the lccfootball.com website, click on the Our Sponsors tab at the top, and right there you'll find all the information you need to become a sponsor. You can also visit our current sponsors from that same location. So head to lccfootball.com, click on the Our Sponsors tab, and check out what's going on there. You can become a sponsor too. So, with third quarter looming, LCC has got a 10-point lead, 17-7 in this game. And those 17 points coming as a courtesy of a field goal and 2 touchdowns. Hey, there's some solid math skills right there. Oceanside's 7 points coming from a very early in the first quarter touchdown that seemed a little scary. They came out guns a-blazing right out of the gate at the beginning of the game, and Oceanside was in for the score within the first, I believe it was like the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. So that looked kind of scary. You know how you kind of feel like you're on the precipice of a blowout, but that is obviously not what has taken place so far, as LCC has responded to that touchdown and a few others. So the 17-7 lead going into the halftime locker room belongs to the Mavericks. So we'll see what the second half has for us, as LCC will be receiving the kickoff. If you remember, at the beginning of the game, Oceanside won the toss and chose to receive the ball for the first quarter. So now LCC gets the honor of receiving the kickoff at the beginning of the second half. Hope you enjoyed the halftime entertainment. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Visuals up here in the press box courtesy of Jill Berg. The announcing courtesy of myself, Steve Scoville. I always tell people, if you came here for football analysis, you've come to the wrong place. Dad jokes we got. And like I said, my job here is to just basically tell you what you already see on the screen. So I'll tell you the score, I'll tell you the time, I'll tell you who's on the field, I'll tell you who's doing stuff. I'll try to get it right, but you could probably figure it out without me all by yourself. And the end zone angle, courtesy of Coco tonight. Bubba is not with us. We miss him, but we're doing the best we can to carry on without him. He'll be back for the next game. Oh, and just a note, unfortunately, there will be no stream of the game next week, the Valley Center game. Maybe somebody's going to stream it, but we're not, unfortunately. It's just the way it goes with a scheduling conflict. But we're here tonight, and we're glad you're along for the ride as Oceanside gets ready to kick off to LCC for third quarter action. And we should get ready as well. Glad you could be with us. Hope you're enjoying it. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
As we start the second half, Georgie Newell will kick off for the Pirates.
Georgie Nua of the Pirates going to handle the kickoff duties. And we got C.J. Williams and James Theodore deep for the Mavericks as we get ready to start with third quarter football action here in Oceanside, California on a rather chilly night. As far as I'm concerned, it's chilly. But I'm from Michigan and transplanted to California 30 plus years ago. I'm cold. And the kick is off. Fielded by C.J. Williams at the 13-yard line, and he's got space and 2 men to beat, and he beat one of them, and he almost beat the other one all the way up to the Pirates' 40-yard line. I'm going to say that's a 10, 20, 30, 40, 7-yard return, a 47-yard return for C.J. Williams, who is only a freshman, I might add. C.J. Williams is only a freshman. As Kyle McCormick comes in, and LCC's got 1st and 10 from the Pirate 40-yard line in the third quarter of play. Twins to the left and right. One man in the backfield with Kyle McCormick, who hands it off, and up the middle is maybe Tackett. Yep, up the middle is Tackett for a gain of about 6 or 5. And Mavericks going with no huddle. Twins again. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Gain of another yard, but then pushed back by pretty much everybody but the safeties on the Pirates. And that was, looks like Tackett again on the carry. So looking at 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 is Anna Chirico now coming in at quarterback. And again, the rotating quarterback thing seems to be working for the Mavericks. 2 men in the backfield with Anna Chirico. Man in motion. Takes a shotgun snap. Looks to his right, but fakes the handoff, or actually hands it off to Christian Reynolds. Oceanside said nothing doing on that one. We've seen that before. We're not going to let it happen again. So at least 3 Pirates right there to make that stop. So a loss of 5 yards brings up 4th and 9, and it looks like the punt team is on the field. John Restucia back to punt. Donald Vivian back to receive for Oceanside. It's a solid kick. And it's received at the 10-yard line and met immediately by number 82, Ben Mallory. No return for the Pirates. They'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. So a solid punt from John Restucia. Oh, I guess it was a fair catch. I didn't realize that. Which is interesting if it was a fair catch, but they didn't call the penalty on Mallory for tackling or grabbing or hitting or whatever. So I'm going to say it wasn't a fair catch, but maybe it was. 10:13 left in the third quarter. Max Mullen in at quarterback for the Pirates. Running the play in from the sidelines as he's looking at twins to the left and right and 1 man in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. Looks like maybe Georgie Nua. Gain of about 1, maybe 2. Bring up 2nd and 8. Oceanside has definitely demonstrated a decent run game and a pretty solid pass game as well, but nothing has been working like really, really well for them. Whereas LCC's had some breakaway run plays and some really nice long passes down the sideline. I think it's been, let's see, maybe it was Anna Chirico to Christian Reynolds that worked twice. Max Mullen takes the shotgun snap, throws immediately to his right, got a man open who looked like he was almost going to get the first down, but he met with at least 4 Mavericks over there on the left-hand side. Jacob Eakin in on it, trying to see any other numbers that might have been involved. Oh my goodness, those numbers are so hard to see. I apologize. You can see. Oh, and it was enough for the first down apparently, as Oceanside's looking at a fresh set of downs from their own 20. A little bit more than 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Trips to the left, 1 man to the right, 1 man in the backfield with Mullen. In the shotgun, takes a snap, back to pass, looking to his left, throwing left. Not able to haul it in is 22, Donald Vivian, the third. Coverage was there by Rowan Garung. John Restucia in the safety position. Nothing doing, 2nd and 10 for the Pirates. like I said, the Pirates have had some decent runs. They've had some decent passes, but nothing has been working really, really well. Hence the 17-7 score differential. So 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Pirates twin receivers again on either side. LCC shifting on the defense. Shotgun snap. Throwing across the middle. It's tipped. Incomplete. Not sure who got a hold of it. Well, that'll bring up 3rd and 10 with that incomplete pass. Tipped at the line or near the line and bounced well over the head of the intended receiver. So the Pirates with twin receivers on either side again, one man in the backfield. Desperate to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass, pressure, tosses one a little bit over the top, right over the middle to Georgie Nua, who gets tripped up and brought down around maybe the 24. And that's going to bring up 4th and about 7. And it looks like the punt team is in as Georgie Nua is back to punt. Mavericks have brought pressure on multiple punts already, so Georgie Nua, and the snap has been high multiple times. Snap is good this time. Georgie Nua gets it away. It's a line drive, low kick. Christian Reynolds fielding it at the 45. He's got room. Tripped up maybe by himself or maybe by someone else, and down at the 30. So solid field position for the Mavericks on probably about a 20-yard return by Christian Reynolds. And they'll take over 1st and 10 from the Pirate 32. So Georgie Nua's line drive punt, not too far, but fielded on the bounce. And a solid return. Going to say that's Anna Cherico. Takes the snap. Nope, it's Kyle McCormick. And he keeps it himself. Carries it. Get probably about a gain of about 3. Bringing up 2nd and 7. 29-yard line of the Pirates. Twin receivers to the left, a sole receiver to the right. One man in the backfield behind Anna Cherico. Takes the snap, hands it off fake, keeps it himself. He's on the run. It's not Anna Cherico, it's McCormick. And he runs all the way up to about the 11-yard line. So another set of downs for the Mavericks. And it looks like it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10. Clock is still rolling, and nope, it's going to be the 11. So it's 1st and 10 from the 11. And it is Anna Cherico this time. Again, the rotating quarterback thing is working really well for LCC. It's just hard for me to keep track of him. Throwing to his left-hand side and caught in the backfield looks like Jacob Eakin on the reception, but the Pirates sniffed that one out. Loss of about 5, maybe even 6. Nope, 5. Loss of 5, so 2nd and 15 for the Mavericks. 6:45 left in the 3rd quarter of play. LCC still hanging on to that 10-point lead, 17-7. Mavericks looking to make a difference here and spread the lead even further. Shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. It's Odenweller this time. Parks Odenweller on the keeper. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. So the rotating quarterback thing, we got Kyle McCormick, we got Connor Anacherico, and we got Parks Odenweller all taking quarterback duties in tonight's game and several games this season, and it seems to be working. Anacherico now, I think. Man in motion. Back to pass, rolling to his right, pressure's coming. Looked like he was throwing it away, but it was incomplete to Jacob Eakin on the sideline. Joseph Matthews on the coverage for the Pirates. Wholesale change of personnel here for the Mavericks as they're looking at 4th and 10 from the 11. Bobby Major, sorry, not a wholesale change. It was actually the field goal team that's in now. Bobby Major in to attempt the field goal. It looks like it's going to be a 29-yarder. Nick Schwarty on the hold. Kick is up. Plenty of leg. It's good. So LCC extends the lead by 3 points. So we're looking at 20-7 with 5:37 left to play in the third quarter. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. Bobby Major in to kick off for La Costa Canyon. I'm still not able to tell you who's deep for the Pirates, but hopefully I'll be able to tell you once somebody catches something. Kick is up. It's high and deep. Fielded at the 4. Found some space. And out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. And a flag flying in late from deep in the secondary. Interesting. Be interesting to see what this is, who it's against. Definitely been an issue of penalties for the Pirates. But maybe this one might be on the Mavericks. Personal foul against the Mavericks. So the discipline problem is shifted from the Pirates to the Mavericks here in the second half. So that's going to mark off an extra 15 yards and make for an excellent field position, 1st and 10 for the Pirates. They're at their own 45. Would have been at their own 30. Trips to the left. One wide receiver to the right. Mullen takes the shotgun snap. Pressure. Gets it off to number 22, who's brought down at the 40-yard line. Parks Odenweller on the stop. And so that's a first down for the Pirates and a solid reception by Donald Vivian III. So that one barely cleared the outstretched hand of one of the defenders and landed squarely in the hands of number 22. Twins to the left and right. One man in the backfield with Mullen. 1st and 10 from the LCC 40. Back to pass. Throwing long and deep this time. All the way out of bounds and over the head of the intended receiver. Donald Vivian III, again, the intended receiver, but this time not able to bring it in because it was overthrown. Parks Odenweller on the coverage, deep. And it looks like Vivian III is stepping out of bounds. Looks like he might have been a little bit hurt on that play, or who knows. Maybe might be guessing too much on that one, but he's out at the moment. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the Maverick 40. Shotgun snap, back to pass, pressure, lots of pressure. Dips it over the top to Georgie Nua. Brought down by Cooper Durfee, but not before gaining 7 yards. And he's coming off with a limp now, Georgie Nua. So 3rd and 3 for the Pirates. That little dump pass over the middle has worked several times tonight. And it worked just then. 4:10 left to play in the third quarter. Pirates got twin receivers on either side, one man in the backfield. Mullen in the shotgun, man in motion. Back to pass, looping it up over the top. There definitely was a miscommunication there. The intended receiver was Tyler Sudak, but it was well over his head. So either the throw was wrong or the route was wrong, but either way, it was a miscommunication of some kind. Brings up 4th and 3 for the Pirates from the Maverick 33. At least for the moment, it looks like they're going to go for it. I do not see the punt team, but the last time I thought that, Max Mullen took the snap and became the punter all of a sudden. So shows what I know. Anyway, nothing but receivers to choose from. Nobody in the backfield with Mullen. Takes a snap, back to pass, looking to the right. Got a man open, but he's found immediately and brought down before he could get the first down. And I'm going to say that's Restucia on the stop. And the receiver was 12, Joseph Solis. So that was completed, but not enough. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. Mavericks are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own. Oh, there's a flag on the play, too. Geez, you'd almost get the impression I'm not paying attention. See what we got from the white hat as the Mavericks take over on possession. Maybe, or maybe not. You can hear the cheerleaders screaming. Both squads together putting on a show for the Oceanside home crowd. So I can't remember what that is, the arms out wide, but it's against the Mavericks. I got to look at the referee signs again. Every now and then I get thrown by their signs. So anyway, they were looking at 1st and 10 from the 31, but that's going to get backed up. And it was 15 yards. Oh, it's unsportsmanlike conduct. That's what it is. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Mavericks. So that's backing them up 15 yards. Now they're looking at 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Oy. Definitely a discipline issue here for the Mavericks and the Pirates, but it looks like that problem shifted from the Pirates in the first half to the Mavericks in the second half now. McCormick takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Christian Reynolds, who gets maybe a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. 3:37 left in the third quarter, and the clock is ticking with LCC hanging on to a solid 20-7 lead. And they have the ball again. Man in motion, Connor Anicherico in at quarterback. James Theodore in motion, but back to where he started. Now he's in motion again. Takes a snap, back to pass, looking right. Decides to keep it himself, maybe. Running for the sideline and gets out of bounds at around the 19-yard line. So a gain of about a yard brings up 3rd and 8. As Anicherico switches places with Kyle McCormick, who brings the play in from the sideline. Head coach Sean Sovacool for the LCC Mavericks. Shout out to his family at home watching the stream. Bryn, Lila, Luke, and my buddy Logan. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. Snap. McCormick throwing to his left. James Theodore on the reception. Enough for the first down. Brought down right there by Joseph Matthews. And that's enough for a fresh set of downs. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. And the Mavericks finding a way to get over these penalties and discipline issues and making some progress. McCormick still in at quarterback. Man in motion, the snap is over his head or bounces off of his hand, and he's sacked back at the 9-yard line. Solid pressure from the Pirates. The big loss. Let's see, that's a loss of about 15 yards, maybe 17 yards. Big loss. So LCC looking now at second down, and oh my goodness. A lot of ground to gain in order to get back for that first down. We're looking at about 25 yards. So 2nd and 25 from the 11. LCC definitely struggling a little bit at this point. Twin receivers to either side. One man in the backfield with McCormick. Man in motion and a flag flying here in the secondary. Delay of game against LCC. The struggles continue as we're now looking at second, and I don't even want to be here anymore. This is a long second and probably 31 as McCormick is almost backed up into his own end zone. Takes a shotgun snap, pressure's coming, throws it over the top of the left-hand side, and I think that was actually Anicherico throwing to Kyle McCormick. But not enough for the first down. He's knocked out of bounds over by the 20-something. We'll see where they're going to spot it. Maybe at the 20, so a gain of about maybe 12 yards. Still looking at 3rd and 17.
15-yard gain, 3rd down and 17.
Clock is ticking. About to be gone here in the third quarter. LCC still hanging on to this solid 20-7 lead. Kyle McCormick coming in with the play from the sideline. Third and 16. 3rd and 15. Back to pass. Throwing to his left. He's got a man, but he's not able to hang on to it. Intended, I think, for number 47, Jake Fromm. And that's going to bring up 4th and 15, and the punt team is on the way. John Restucia into punt. Or at least I would have thought that. Yes. John Restucia into punt. And the mysterious number, is it 22? No, it's not mysterious. Donald Vivian back deep. It's a low punt. Takes a great bounce for LCC. Still on the field, about to roll out of bounds. It does not, as it's picked up by LCC at the 34-yard line. So a solid punt for John Restucia. Probably about a 50 to 60-yard punt. So the Pirates take over 34 at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. This has been a solid, interesting, and entertaining game, and you know how we know that, because normally we'd be doing traffic reports by now and showing the traffic in the distance, which you can see clearly from the press box here in Oceanside. But we've been too busy enjoying the game to even bother doing that. Back to pass, Mullen throwing over the middle. He's got a man who's hit hard at the 46-yard line. Parks Odenweller on the hit. That's Donald Vivian the third on that solid reception and a gain of about 20-some-odd yards. That'll bring up 1st and 10 from the LCC. Is it the 45 or are they going to move it? 45-yard line, and time is going to run out in the third quarter. So we're moving on to the fourth quarter of play. And Oceanside with solid field position. on the Maverick 46-yard line when we come back for fourth quarter action. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. No traffic reports because this is good football. Once again, a shout out to our video crew. Coco in the end zone taking over for Bubba tonight. You're not seeing his visuals, but they are incredible. And up here in the press box, sending the pictures down to you is Jill Berg. And of course, all of the ridiculous commentary coming from yours truly, Steve Scoville. Hope you're enjoying the game. You can always just turn the audio off if I'm bugging you. But here we go, fourth quarter action. Pirates on the LCC 46. Little dump pass over the middle to Georgie Nua. It's worked before, and it works again. He takes it all the way up to the LCC 32. And that's going to be a fresh set of 4 for the Pirates. That little dump pass over the middle there has worked very well for the Pirates tonight. Max Mullen lets the pressure get into his face, and right before he gets sacked, he just dumps it over the middle to a wide open Georgie Nua. It's happened multiple times, and I'm sure it'll happen again. Twins to the left and right, one man in the backfield. Mullen takes the shotgun snap, throws it immediately to the sideline, number 7 on the reception. Tackled out of bounds, Joseph Matthews on the catch. Tackled out of bounds by Cooper Durfee. And it looks like Will Pugmire was there as well. Gain of about 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. It's funny, either I'm getting numb or it's getting warmer. I'm not sure. But it doesn't seem to be as cold as it was earlier. Maybe the winds died down. That's what it is. So the wind chill factor has gone down. Pirates, twin receivers on either side. Mullen with one man in the backfield. Handoff, Georgie Nua up the middle. Gain of about 1, I'm going to say. Look like Cooper Durfee on the stop. Or Cooper Mao. Am I been calling Cooper? No, Cooper Durfee. I haven't seen. Yeah, Cooper Mao's in there, but I haven't given him any credit tonight. Apologize if he's been making all the tackles and I've been blowing him off. 3rd and 1 now. 3rd and a long one for the Pirates. Back to pass. That little dump pass over the middle, bouncing off the ground first. It did not work finally. Pressure was coming. There's a flag on the play as well. Pressure was coming. Personal foul, roughing the passer against the Mavericks. Not good. Depending on how they walk that off, that's likely to be a 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Yep. So LCC giving away first downs. Pirates moving all the way up to the Maverick 12-yard line, into the red zone and well within striking distance after yet another penalty. Penalties have been definitely the Mavericks' problem in this half. Mullen, shotgun snap, trouble. Rolling to his right, looking for somebody in the end zone and caught. Touchdown, Oceanside. Joseph Matthews with the reception. And the Pirates are not going to lay down and just take this. .9:53 left in the fourth quarter, and Oceanside's not going to go to sleep. Kick is up. Georgie Nua's kick is good. And the lead just shrunk from 13 points to 6 points. So we got ourselves a game here, folks. With LCC hanging on to a lead 20-14 in the fourth quarter with 9:53 left to play. You're watching the Maverick Football Network. So the Oceanside Pirates refusing to give up and staying in the game. It's a one-score game at this point. Georgie Nua into kick. CJ Williams, it's a shorter bouncing kick, fielded at the 27. Number 17, Russell Lowe on the reception. Return of about 5 yards. Spotted at the 30. That's where the Mavericks are going to take over 1st and 10. Kyle McCormick in at quarterback. Man in motion, back to pass, pressure, rolling to his right, more pressure, keeping it himself and running all the way up to the 45-yard line is Kyle McCormick on the keeper. Going with the no-huddle offense, something we see from the Mavericks on large gains on a regular basis. McCormick takes the snap under center, pitches out to Taggett, who's got running room and nobody to beat. Touchdown, Mavericks. Jaden Tackett on the touchdown, and that was a big return, or a big run on that touchdown. So, Oceanside knocks, LCC answers. 9:28 left in the fourth quarter, and LCC increases the lead again. Bobby Major in for the extra point. This has been a great game. Can't complain about a game like this. Lots of action and no traffic reports. I'm too busy to complain about how cold it is. Kick is up. Then it's good as LCC extends the lead again.
Extra point is good. Our score now the cost of 27.
So 9:28 left in the fourth quarter. And LCC also refusing to not give up. They wanted that lead back, and they got it back fast. You're watching the Maverick Network. So Gilberg and I just were having a discussion just now that the Maverick Football Network is MFN. MFN. Not to be confused with MNF or NBC or anything else that's not MNF. No, MFN. See, I can't get it. Forget it. Major in to kick. It's a long kick, deep. Fielded at the 2 by number 21, who is not on my roster, but he's tackled at the 19. And there's still some blocking going on here on the near sideline. Maybe a little chippiness, but it looks like Pirates are going to take over on their own 20, 1st and 10. So a return of about, what is that, 17 yards? Fielded at the 2 all the way up to the 18 yards. So a solid return for number 21, who's not on my roster. So I don't know who he is. Twin receivers on either side. One man in the backfield. Max Mullen in at quarterback. Takes the shotgun snap, throws immediately to his right. Caught by number 7, Joseph Matthews. And he's tackled out of bounds by John Restucia. But not before a gain of about 8 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 2 from the 28-yard line. Back to pass pressure. That little dump over the middle. It's happened a million times. Georgie Nua all the way up to the 38-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Tell me you haven't seen that before. I've seen that before multiple times tonight, and it's working out. It's been very effective. I think there's only been one time that didn't work for the Pirates. So 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Twin receivers left and right. One man in the backfield. Max Mullen at quarterback. Shotgun snap. Back to pass. Throwing long to the right-hand side over the head of his intended receiver, number 7, Joseph Matthews. C.J. Williams, Jacob Eakin on the coverage. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. Wind's picking up again. The wind chill factor is in play, and my joints are stiffening up. Oh. Twin receive, nope. 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 man in the backfield. You can see it. I'm just telling you. Pressure. Gets away from the pressure. Looking for some running room. He finds it. Shoved out of bounds at about the 45-yard line by John Restucia. So the keeper for a gain of about 7. Enough for nope. 3rd and 3. 8:13 left here in the 4th quarter of play. LCC hanging on to a 13-point lead. Would love to take it all the way home with the W. But the Pirates aren't going to lay down. No, they aren't. Snap, back to pass. Throwing to the right. Caught. Was he in bounds? He was. Number 12 on the reception, Joseph Solis. C.J. Williams on the coverage. Another first down for the Pirates, all the way up to the Pirate 49-yard line. Pressure's coming from LCC. That little dump pass over the middle. Georgie Nua with room to run. Almost got by the last man, but finally taken down by Rowan Gurung, but not before getting another set of downs all the way up to the LCC 28. So that little dump pass over the middle is working really well for the Pirates. They're overusing it. But hey, if it works, keep it up, right? And another completed pass, number 7 on the reception, all the way up to the 24. Joseph Matthews on the catch. That little sideline pass has been working for him too. Well, can't blame him for going with what works, right? That's what it's all about. If it works, don't fix it. Or don't break it. Trips left. 1 wide receiver to the right. Mullen with the snap. Pitches it off to the right-hand side. Georgie Nua running into his own man and Skylar Briggs. And that's enough to bring him down at the 21-yard line of the Mavericks. Gain of about 4. That's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 3. Mavericks needing to tighten the leaks on the defense here. Some stuff's getting through. Pirates are marching. Mullen with the snap, back. Throws, man open. Tackled by John Restuccia up around the 8-yard line. Complete to Joseph Solis. That's enough for a first down, and that's going to be first and goal for the Pirates. So the Pirates have been marching down the field with those little dump passes and the sideline passes, and they're using stuff that works, and they're making it happen. Mullen back to pass, rolling right, looking into the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown, Pirates. Joseph Solis on the touchdown reception. And the Pirates refusing to lay down. You can't tell me we're not watching some exciting football tonight. This has been back and forth and back and forth. Georgie Nua in for the extra point. He does it all. Kalani Pickett on the hold. The kick is up. It's kind of short and tall, but it's enough. And the Pirates shrink the lead again to only 6 points. 6:49 left in the fourth quarter, and the Pirates will not go away. You're watching the Maverick Football Network, also known as MFN.
If you are a student in Calc BC, you're invited to calculate the area under the curve on that extra point.
Wouldn't worry about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of our tier raffle will receive $250 tonight. They're winning tickets.
C.J. Williams and James Theodore back deep for the Mavericks. Georgie Nua, the man who does it all, in to kick for the Pirates. It's a squib kick, and it bounces awkwardly, but it's fielded at the 21 by James Theodore, who's finding some space, but finally gets tripped up down at the 40-yard line.
James Theodore on the return for Lacrosse.
Matthew Gonzalez on the stop.
By Matthew Gonzalez.
Solid return,
10 for Lacrosse Canyon.
and LCC is going to take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line. Oh, somebody lining up way off. Twins to the left and right. Anna Cherico in at quarterback. Handoff up the middle. 2 men to beat. Doesn't beat him, but gets a big run. I'm thinking that's Connor Bukes, was it? No, yeah. Yeah, it was Connor Bukes. And Mavericks normally under those circumstances would go with the no huddle, but instead they're switching quarterbacks and using the time for a huddle. Kyle McCormick in at quarterback now. Handoff up the middle. Gain of a couple of yards to bring up second down. Connor Bukes on the carry again. Brings up 2nd and 9. 5:50 left in the fourth quarter and counting. LCC hanging on to a slim 6-point lead. Wanting to spread it out again as time wanes in the fourth quarter here. Trips to the left. 1 man to the right. A man in the backfield with Connor Anacherico. Back to pass. Throwing to the right. He's throwing deep. Just out of reach. Trying to see who it was intended for, but the coverage was solid for the Pirates. Looks like James Theodore was the intended receiver, incomplete. And Donald Vivian the third on the coverage. Coverage was solid, but the pass was also just thrown just out of reach. Shout out to my beautiful wife Allison, watching the stream and prepping my late night meal for when I get home from football. Thank you, my love. Kyle McCormick passing. CJ Williams, the freshman, one man to beat. Ball pops out as he goes down, but looks like it's down on contact. He's all the way down to the Pirate 20-yard line. 21-yard line. That's enough for a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from there. LCC in the huddle. Would love to put some more points on the board and spread things out. Under center is Kyle McCormick. 2 men in the backfield. Twins on the right-hand side, and a timeout called by LCC. So something not right about that setup. So the Mavericks need to chat about it. 4:42 left in the fourth quarter. LCC hanging on to that slim 6-point lead. They'd love to spread that out a little bit. You're watching the Maverick Football Network.
Once again, the fans, the winner of our cheer raffle is ticket number 215021. You'll get $250. You can just find the cheer sponsor.
This has been a very entertaining game. Like I mentioned earlier, sometimes we get so bored we start filming the traffic that's in the background of the football field. There have been no traffic reports tonight. This has been too exciting for traffic reports. Kyle McCormick in under center. Same setup as we went away to the timeout. Restuccia on the pitch reception. Back to the original line of scrimmage. He bobbled that pitch a little bit at first, but got it under control and still managed to get back. Well, looks like gained two yards. Brings up 2nd and 8. So a decent gain on what could have been a disastrous play. Well done, John Restuccia, getting that one under control. Mavericks quick to the line of scrimmage here, or at least some of them. Under center again is Anicherico this time. Handoff, one man to beat, nobody to beat. In the corner, Christian Reynolds, touchdown. Do I see flag? Yep, except for the flag. So I'm guessing that's going to come back possibly. Holding LCC, that one's coming back. A lucky break for the Pirates with 3:56 left in the fourth quarter. LCC's going to have to try and do it again. Solid run by Christian Reynolds. He almost went in untouched. Okay, I'm confused. They're not. Did they walk the ball off? We're looking at 2nd and 5 as Parks Odenweller. Yeah, they did not walk off the penalty, or at least I didn't see it, and the crowd is screaming for it too, as Parks Odenweller is in at quarterback. He takes the shotgun snap. He's running. Tackled at the 11-yard line. Kind of confusing, that last play. I wonder if they waved off that penalty. So Oldenweller making it all the way to the 12. Gain of about 4 or 5 brings up 3rd and 1. Official timeout. Coach Sovacool on the field talking to the White Hat. I would have thought the misunderstanding would be on the opposite side of the field because it didn't look like they walked off that holding penalty. So not sure what happened there. Still confused. Now the White Hat coming to chat with the rest of the referees on the near sideline. And like I said, you did hear or maybe you heard the crowd yelling at the referees to move the ball like 2 plays ago, prior to the play starting. Like they had not walked off the penalty. So now the White Hat's speaking to the head coach on the Oceanside sideline. Or not. But there's definitely something going on. And they're referencing downfield. Okay, it looks like maybe we're setting the clock differently. The clock was currently set at 3:44. Now it just changed to 3:37, as you can see. Now it's 3:38, and everybody seems to be happy now. So I'm a little confused, but apparently everybody else is happy. So 3:38 left in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd and 1 for the Mavericks. Still some confusion about that holding penalty a couple plays ago, but whatever. And confusion on the line for the Mavericks as they run quickly to the line. McCormick under center. Wondering what's going on as he's standing straight up, now bending over. What is happening? Does anybody know what's going on? Okay, now he's under center. Takes the snap, keeps it himself. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. Man, that's kind of confusing. So McCormick on the keeper, enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 9.5-yard line. So 2:40 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter of play. And the Mavericks are in striking distance from the 9, 1st and goal. Under center is McCormick again. Nope, it's Anicherico. Handoff to Christian Reynolds, who's met after a gain of about 2 yards, but he was met quickly and met hard. Taken down on the 7-yard line, so a gain of 2, 2nd and goal. And it looks like a timeout called by, I'm going to guess Oceanside, but maybe you guys saw it and you know that I'm wrong. I don't know. But somebody called timeout. And that means that I can put my hands in my pockets for a minute while you enjoy a little bit of rest on the Maverick Football Network. So 2:18 left in the fourth quarter here. The Mavericks with the football on the 7-yard line, 2nd and goal, already holding on to a 6-point lead as they approach the line of scrimmage. Kyle McCormick in at quarterback, wideouts on either side, one man in the backfield, takes the snap, keeps it himself, trying to juke a man, does not juke a man, and ends up going down on the 11-yard line. So a loss of about 6. No, a loss of about 4 or 3. So that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 11 or the 10. So LCC wanting to make something of this possession. Certainly not wanting to go away with nothing and give Oceanside the ball back with plenty of time to score. It's a do or die situation as far as spreading the lead out here for the Mavericks. Once again, a big thank you to our volunteer crew. Coco in the end zone, taking care of business as a substitute for Bubba. And Gilbert up here in the press box with myself, Steve Scoville, taking care of the visuals and annoying you as much as we can with the commentary. As the Mavericks approach the line of scrimmage, who's in at quarterback? It's anybody's guess. No, it's Kyle McCormick. And he's looking at 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Handoff. The Pirates found that guy. Looks like maybe Connor Bukes. No? PA announcer said Parks Odenweller. I'm going to say no. That was Anthony Taylor, possibly number 23 on the carry. Not sure, but bottom line, it was a loss of 3. So the ball sits now on the 14-yard line of the Pirates as we're taking another timeout with 2:06 left in the 4th quarter. Wonder if LCC is looking at 4th and goal and they'll just bring out the field goal unit. Or if they're going to go for it here on 4th, I'm going to say field goal unit. So Bobby Major in to kick, and it looks like he's going to be attempting a 31-yarder, trying to spread the lead out just a little bit more and make it a 2-score game. Nick Schwarde, the holder. Kick is up. It's got the legs. It's good. The field goal is good for LCC, so that makes it a 2-score game and a little bit tougher for Oceanside to be able to recover. They have definitely not laid down in this game, but that makes it a little bit more difficult, making it a 2-score game. So in the 4th quarter with 2:03 left on the clock, LCC leading 30-21, and you're watching the Maverick Football Network.
Expansion Pirates return to home action next Friday, hosting the Lancers of Carlsbad.
Let's talk about
Look forward to seeing you back here next Friday.
Let's talk about upcoming schedules. Here's Oceanside's look at the next 4 weeks for Oceanside versus Carlsbad, at Ramona on the 22nd, at El Camino on the 29th, and then the first round of the playoffs start. We'll take a look at LCC's schedule in a moment as Bobby Major kicks it off. It's deep. Fielded at the 5-yard line by number 21, who's not on the roster. And he gets past a couple of tacklers, but is finally brought down on the 27. Solid return for number 21, who is not on the roster. And I don't know who he is. Apologize for that. So we looked at Oceanside's schedule. Now we'll look at LCC's schedule. Next week versus Valley Center. Apologize, but there will not be a stream of that game. We'll be back on the air October 22nd for the at Carlsbad contest, and they'll finish the regular season at home against Torrey Pines in the Beach Bowl And then, of course, November 5th brings the first round of the CIF playoffs. Mullen back to pass. He's got a man open, but it's a little bit short. 12, the intended receiver, Joseph Solis, coverage by John Restucia. 1:52 left on the clock as the pass is incomplete and brings up 2nd and 10. So all but in the refrigerator for LCC on this one. Mullen takes the shotgun snap. Pressure's coming. Dumps over the middle to Georgie Nua. The play we've seen a million times. Enough for a first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Looked like Skylar Briggs might have chased him out. Maybe it was someone else. Maybe Cooper Durfee. Maybe John Restucia. But bottom line is that's a fresh set of downs for the Pirates on their own 41-yard line with 1:44 left on the clock. That little dump pass over the top has been working all night long for the Pirates. Trips to the left, one man to the right, one man in the backfield with Mullen. He takes the shotgun snap, back to pass. He's got a man open deep down the field. It's picked. Jacob Eakin on the interception, and he's running back. He's got some room. He's finding some blocks. Looking for Laundry on the field. He's finally brought down at the 34, and that'll pretty much shut the door on this one. Jacob Eakin with the interception and a solid return all the way down to the 34-yard line of the Pirates, and now a flag flies. Very late. Going to be guessing that's an unsportsmanlike. But the bottom line is that's going to be Maverick ball. And the Pirates' options have run out as we're looking to see what the penalty's all about. As the white hat comes to the near sideline to find out whether they want to decline or not. Looks like it must be against the Mavericks. Or maybe that's not what's happening. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know football that well. I just know dad jokes. Unsportsmanlike against the Pirates. So he wouldn't have been asking the head coach if he wanted to decline it. Maybe he was just telling the head coach who it was. So they're going to walk that off against the Pirates. And LCC is going to be in even better field position in the red zone with plenty of time to put more points on the board, in case you were wondering. But they also might just be taking a knee here as I'm seeing what looks like victory formation. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're not going to add insult to injury. They're just going to run the clock down with a couple of knees, and that'll do it. So a great contest tonight. It's been back and forth all night long after a scary 7-point score by Oceanside at the very beginning of the game made it look like this was about to become a rout or a blowout, and that's not at all what happened. And then it just started going back and forth, trading touchdowns left and right until we finally arrive here where LCC is going to finish the game with a 30-21 lead and go home with the W. So LCC will go home 4-3, and the Oceanside Pirates will continue on their season 3-4. It's a good win for LCC. Some disciplinary problems throughout the game. Was an Oceanside problem in the first half, became a Mavericks problem in the second half, but in the end they were able to overcome that as the teams congratulate each other out on the field and get ready to do the handshake line as the clock ticks down. So the Mavericks with the win in Oceanside, 30-21, and it's a big win. So we will see you not next week against Valley Center unless somebody else streams the game. We will stream again at the Carlsbad game But the LCC Mavericks will be taking on Valley Center at home next week. So thanks for joining the stream. We hope you had a great time watching some solid football. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the at Carlsbad game. You've been watching the Maverick Football Network.